I'm blending. Oh my God. Hi. Hello. If you're new around here, welcome. If you're not new around here, what is up? Home skillet. Fuck, I almost turned my thing off. Hello, and welcome to another episode of me having deplorable spending habits. Today, we're doing another I Spent video. This time, we are featuring Beauty Bakerie. Since I started, not since I started spending too much money on makeup, because what? Since I started more publicly displaying my horrible spending habits, this has been singularly the brand that everyone really wants to know my opinion about, specifically about their face products, which are quite polarizing. Cult community that's really into their products, particularly their base product, and another one that's like, I don't get it. At least that's the vibe I got from it. And also, a lot of people wanted me to try out the Beauty Bakerie Cake Mix Foundation, particularly because I have dry skin. There's not, from what I know, which is not that much because I didn't search, there's not a whole lot of reviews about Beauty Bakerie's foundation or how it blends and how it sits on the skin from those with dry skin. So we're gonna see how everything goes. All while I was talking about Beauty Bakerie, particularly their foundation and their base products, everyone was like, it's a learning curve, sis, but if you get it, it looks really nice. Why is there test prep for your foundation? like you need to have certain materials, you need to have their oil. I didn't buy it. I shouldn't have to buy your oil to get your foundation to work. So I have like other face oils that I'll use. Like you need to be really quick. You need to do certain patches at a time. You need to tap, 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 not rub, 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 or vice versa. I don't know. It just sounds like a lot of work. Also though, I got a bunch of other stuff that are just gonna make this like a full face type of endeavor. We'll see if along the way we find some products that are super amazing. That'd be great, because nobody wants to waste, I don't even know how much money I spent this. Now I remember, it's because I did 3 orders. 2 from Beauty Bakerie, 1 from Ulta. Why? Because it took 3 weeks! Let me just rant a little bit. If you're new around here, you'll notice I do this a lot. I like go on tangents. You might hate that. Just skip ahead, it's fine. A very, very difficult skin color to get right for foundations. I'm not too yellow, I'm not too red, I'm not too light, I'm not too dark, I'm not too this, that, and the other. And because of that, nobody makes my color. They just don't make it. They're just like, there's not, you too extra, just can't. But on the rare occasions I see foundations, I'm like, that might actually be a winner. They tend to be quite popular because the ones, everybody that looks like me are like, where is it? Why would I want it? And it was sold out for 3 weeks. And I'm just sitting there like, at some point I'm getting my foundation. We finally got it. It's here. It's ready to go. Would be funny if it doesn't match me, right? Let's see. But in total, how much did I spend? $527. I'm just gonna round that up to like $530 because it'll just make it easier on my mind and my heart. I don't know why it's $3 more. That's chip money. So yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you share this video because it further validates how I should keep spending my money for science. Hi. It's really nice to see you this close. If you're gonna be using Beauty Bakerie, you need to be using an oil, apparently. So I'm gonna go in with a face oil. Well, serum oil, face, whatever. This is my vitamin C's from Claire's. I figured this is gonna, like, for lack of a better word, lube my face up enough. I've yet to put the foundation on my face, so I don't know if it'll match very well there. But I have swatched it on my hand, and even with swatching it with my hand, just feeling it with my fingers, this is a necessity. The Beauty Bakerie Cake Mix Demi Matte Foundation. I got mine in shade 25 because I remember just constantly going on the website. Is it back yet? The Cake Mix Foundation is $28 and it's demi matte. Not really my thing, but we'll see like how it looks with oils and all that stuff. For those of you that don't know, I'm more of like a natural dewy girl, but if it looks good, it looks good. So even if it's matte, I can rock with it, you know what I mean? This claims to be medium to full coverage, demi-matte foundation infused with vitamin E, oil-free and lightweight. Lets you bake your cake without eating it too. Vegan, long-lasting, non-acnogenic formula. So the foundation is recommending to use their Wake and Bake Hydrating Face Oil. Obviously I didn't because I just got too much skincare to buy another person's face oil. I just can't do it. Apply the Cake Mix Foundation to the center of your face and blend outward. Gently tap the foundation, stippling and not rubbing to avoid not so sweet streaks. Oh, it also says to work in sections, because I do remember a lot of people saying like you gotta work quick. Like I said, I've swatched this on my hand, and on my hand it looked like a really good color, but you know. All right, and I'm gonna stipple, 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 stipple. Color wise, that's really nice. Yo, at least with applying with a damp sponge, this is not medium to full coverage at all. Please don't oxidize. Please don't oxidize. That's all I ask. If this don't oxidize, this color, I'm gonna go in with another layer. We can see if there's a significant color difference. Yes. No, but even the color that it oxidized down to isn't that bad, but it's a little different. Ooh. Okay. So I'm gonna come real close. You can see my cute little face. Cute little face. You see that? This harsh smile line right here. Not really my thing. So I'm finding some trouble blending this foundation on top of itself. So that sounds like a buildable issue, because I can kind of see the line of demarcation where the second layer was. Can you see that? It's like starting to like just not enjoy each other. This is kind of dry, and I put a really moisturizing face oil on, so I could only imagine if I went in there and just did nothing. I think I should have stopped at the first layer. Let's start there. It's still, even the second layer, my little mole, you see still how you can still see it? Full coverage, I should not be able to see that. With medium coverage, I would argue I should not be able to see that. But I don't want to go in with another layer because I just feel like this... Oh no. Ooh, oh, ooh, okay. Let me put my sponge down, put my thing down. I got some patchy patches. I went to just touch it with my finger and it big old hole of foundation, and I'm scared. I'm scared to go in with a different tool because I don't want to mess up continuity, and I don't want to add more product because I feel like I don't think that would sticky. Like it feels like, oh, and it's patchy. Okay. Whew. Okay, now I'm starting to get a little irritated. Okay, I feel like there's too many colors going on. I feel like some places oxidized more, some places oxidized less. There's a big patch right here, and I know I blended foundation there. I wouldn't miss this entire chunk right here. But I feel like anywhere I touch, because it's telling me to go like straight down and not like spread it. But I feel like anywhere I touch, I'm gonna have a patch. And even if it was even, it just looks very dry. Let's hold off on that because I'm getting low-key frustrated. Let's go into the concealer. So these are the Cake Face concealers. I got 4 of them. These are $24 each. This was also a 2-order purchase. If I recall correctly, I got this, the You Mocha Me Crazy, as my contour. And if you can see, that's a little too deep for a contour for me. I like the idea that most of these colors look quite neutral. Now, if you don't have a neutral undertone, that probably wouldn't tickle your pickle, but it tickles mine, tickles it quite well. Like, but when I actually got them in person, I noticed that one color did not strike me as neutral at all. This Love You Latte color. This is actually quite pink, or like, actually all of them are a little bit. This to me is pulling quite peachy, actually. The color that I often use is NARS Caramel, which if you can... My fineries! If you can tell, it's a little bit more on the yellow side, whereas this looks really peachy pink. But I don't know, maybe on my face it'll end up looking really good, and I'll be like, oh, I wish I would have done more like peachy under my eyes. I'm just noting that to me, this does not look neutral. Kind of light. This is Love You Latte, by the way. Going in with the same sponge, and we're gonna see what we can get to happen, girl. I can tell that this is just like, it's like gripping. There's a stickiness even to this. I don't want to judge it yet. We're gonna chill. I'm gonna use a little less on this side because I feel like maybe that will help. Maybe this is a less is more type situation. I am not liking this. Okay. The color isn't as much of an issue as I thought it would be. Again, it's doing that. Ooh, even worse though. Doing that thing that the Milk concealers did. Something about those like heavy concealers just look so bad on me, and they're like really bad. But dare I say, this one's worse. Yo. Sorry, I'm hormonal and I'm this close to crying. Like, it looks really bad. Right. Okay. How do I put this? This shouldn't be this hard to make this look good, is what I'm getting at. Like, that does not look good. Even up close, just in general. Like, I feel like there's always marks in my face because I mean, as you put on makeup, I feel like, ugh, it looks so bad. You get one or the other. Either I rage or I cry. So we're gonna just, I'm legitimately taking this hard because like I want it to work. Because also it's a black owned business. So it's just like, yeah, we want this to work. Okay. Like, I'm gonna come up close so you can see I'm blending. Oh my God. What is that? Do y'all see that? Literally the exact shape of the swatch. Dude, I'm getting so frustrated. It's like the actual outline of the swatch is on my forehead. It's too late now. There's no way I can blend this. This is just, ooh. But that's what I'm saying. Because of that, it's so patchy because you don't know where it's gonna lift it up or where it's gonna put it down. The way it lays anywhere on my face, your face moves. I feel like this was made literally for a wall, like actual shellac. It's that thick. It feels refuses to blend out. I'm just like, I don't like and I feel it like crumbling off. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not in an area where my gel was on my hair. So I'm like, is that the foundation? So nope, it is definitely the foundation and the concealer. Yep. The lightest pressure and I feel it balling up on my finger and just gently rubbing away like an eraser. See that cute little mark here? Okay, let me go back to the website and see how you're supposed to use the concealers, because maybe that's the issue. Am I supposed to like put this on first? That's on bare skin. Okay. Was I supposed to put it on under the foundation? Like, should I take this all off and try again? Because I really want to give this like a fair shot and I'm getting so frustrated right now. I want this to work and I want to give it a fair shot. So I'm going to wipe this off, put my oil back on and do the concealer first, then do the foundation and see if that'll work. Okay. Here we are again, and we're gonna try the concealer first. Another thing that I did is I did not let my oil sink in. I let it just kind of sit on top before, and I'm noticing that shearing out quite a bit. Okay, I feel like that did way better. Also, my concern is if this is under foundation, what difference will it make? But the girl that was applying it on the website was applying it to bare skin. I'm gonna apply a lot more on this side because I'm curious, would the amount matter? So many variables with finicky foundations. You don't know what the thing is. So that laid a lot better on the skin, but the coverage was severely compromised. So if you were looking for coverage at all, I feel like there's two issues here. One, these products need to be on this like oil base for them to spread and lay properly. However, if you're wearing them with each other, then at some point the foundation is going to have to be on top of the concealer, or the concealer is going to have to be on top of the foundation. No oil, I guess, for them to kind of remain movable. Okay, I got it to blend out, but it just doesn't look good. I don't so going into the foundation, I guess I'll just put it all over and just work accordingly. Balls, that actually looks good. Again, I'm about to cry. Take it back. Okay. It just looks so dry. It looks so dry. Okay, so on the highest of keys is just a no for me, dog. I'm getting so frustrated because this sheer movement of my face, the basic like human movements that people do, I'm sure has just ruined Yep, it's just these giant lines down the side. Undoubtedly a foundation that I'm going to have to set. Problem is, I look casket ready. I am so dry. For my sanity, I'm not going to continue to bother with this anymore. So flower powder has quite the cult following. Hopefully this will help me believe in life again. So I have the color yellow and brown. To be honest with you, I don't know how brown is gonna work. I've said this before in other videos that like dark powders, like HD powders, tend to be a little bit too red or just a little bit too dark for me, but sometimes yellows can be too light, i.e. again, the struggle of being that in-between color. I'm gonna go in with yellow under my eye at least. I might end up going all over my face with it. I will say immediately, I really appreciate this like turn thing to close it so it doesn't like spill all over the place. Yes, everyone please do that. Press down my under eye because it creased so bad in the time very little time I was talking. Gonna go directly in with powder, and they recommend to bake. Now me, being the dry skin individual that I am, thinks this is a horrible idea, but you know, when in Rome. So I'm gonna go in with the brown. Hopefully can help blend in this situation, but that's quite red, so we'll see. That might have just made it even worse. Okay, that's actually more my bad because I should have known better. Okay, right, so we're gonna stick with yellow. Oh, this just all looks okay, remember the thing I said about how yellow powders are too light on me and dark powder, like brown powders, tend to be too dark. So here we are. I don't really want to judge the powders because the foundation was so bad. The issue that I'm running into, which that's how like sticky stuff and powders work, is that, fun fact, it's gripping. It's gripping everywhere, and because of that, I can't blend it out. Okay, I'm like scrubbing. I'm gonna sit here and spray it down in the hopes that we can get somewhere. Perhaps that will get rid of some of the powderiness from the yellow and ultimately get me back to human tone in order to even attempt to use the other products. This is supposed to be a fun night. I am so frustrated. I bought a bunch of palettes. One eye palette, 4 face palettes. In all realness, I'm probably not going to be getting to all of them. But upon opening these, I realized a continuating issue. This is not just Beauty Bakerie. This is just me. I'm becoming more and more short-tempered with palettes without mirrors. Where is the mirror? I don't feel like I asked for much. I don't feel like I asked for a lot of things. All I ask is that I don't have to peel out other things to do my makeup. That might just be me. Some people say, Kendall, you a little crazy with that. I don't care. We all have our things. My thing is, where is your mirror? If I'm on the go, I'm like, oh, okay, let me put my... Welp. I'm gonna go in with this coffee and cocoa palette. Now I will say, I'm excited for this. This is Black Girl Magic focused bronzer palette. Amen. Hallelujah. I'm gonna go in with Deja Brew and hopefully blend this mess. Oh my God, we're getting somewhere. Thank God. Ever so slight bit of sheen in that, which at this point I look so dry, I don't mind it. So coffee and cocoa is $38. Here I have Scoops Elysees face and body palette. This is also $38, and Cotton Candy Champagne blush palette, which is $38 as well. So upon swatching, these are quite crumbly. I don't know if you see that, but it's literally like falling off the palette. I've seen that a lot with eyeshadows, but not so much with blushes. I don't know if that will necessarily be an issue, but this is Cotton Candy Champagne. This is like the blush palette. These are not chalky the way the other ones are. This one, and that was some kickback. That was a straight up highlighter. I'm gonna put it on the other side just to even it out. That's the type of day we're having today. Oh, blush lighter. That's what these are called, blush lighter palettes. Okay, that's just my bad because that's not something I would be into, so I shouldn't have bought this. Okay, well, I'll try 24-hour champagne because that actually sounds pretty. I have it in the context of blush lighter. Nope. So I guess we are testing both. I'm gonna go in creme brulee. Wow. I'm gonna go over this to hopefully tone down some of this madness. Okay, this is the Milk and Honey palette. If I'm not mistaken, this is also $38 for highlighters. These swatch well. Yeah, those look really nice. Okay, whew. The Game of Cones palette. I will say the Beauty Bakerie is one of the most innovative as far as their naming and packaging. Concept is just super adorable, and it's just really pretty packaging and everything. And also it's called Game of Cones, Fury of the Oven. These are the colors. Now I bought this because as far as I know, this is the only like eyeshadow palette that they have. Honestly, I would never buy a palette like this outside of this context. Simply put, I need more transitions than this, and I feel like none of these, I feel like most of these colors don't really make sense with each other. I'm looking at it like, what would I use where? Because I honestly don't know. I guess the only transitions you have are like these three colors, and this one I think is a dual chrome, so is it a transition? So we're gonna go Dragon Cone, and I'm gonna attempt to use this as a transition, because everything appears to be quite shimmery or satiny. Okay, so this is not working in the crease very well. Cakeless Min is what I'll go into, I guess. Okay, yep, it's a dual chrome. Okay. See, it wouldn't bother me that it's a palette without matte shadows if these colors made more sense to me, but they don't. So because of that, it's literally just like mushing colors together. Iron Cone. Okay, so for those of you that care, I'm kind of getting a lot of fallout. Like you can see it just chilling. Okay. This is the only like kind of light color in the palette, which is also an issue. Like there's not enough differing values, and there's no transition colors, and there's no mattes basically. So I don't know what to do with this. Looks like they put colors in a basket and just like I took that from Key and Pill, so not the comedic genius before you is a fraud. The Lollipop liner in black, so we're gonna try that. I should throw well, I don't want to put a huge wing because I forgot I have a mascara to try, so I was gonna say I'll put a huge wing on it to like distract from this catastrophe that is my eye makeup. Okay, so the felt tip is a little stiffer than I'm used to, but I actually don't mind that. I actually kind of like this. I'm gonna go wash my face again, and we're just gonna say no on the foundation or the concealer. I'm wiping off half my face because in the midst of putting on my normal foundation, I had an epiphany. The issue might lie in the application with a moist sponge. As I was sitting there, I was like, maybe it has something to do with the water resistant, but we'll see, perhaps. But to be honest with you, even if it looks really like smooth this time, I'm kind of over it. I would never go through all these changes just to get a friggin' foundation to work. I'm gonna just put a pump on my face directly and use a brush and just hope for the best. I still don't like the way it looks. It's not as nearly as bad as it was before. It's not like picking up in the same way, but it's still creasing really bad around my mouth and under my eyes. And just for comparison's sake, this is just NARS Radiant Creamy. This is what this is doing to me. I don't know if you can see the difference there, but it's just like gashing on there. I put powder on both sides and my camera turned off. I don't know when it turned off, and that just is a perfect cherry on top of this. But I put powder on under each side. This side is straight up hideous. Like, it's so bad. It's like these giant, it's not just like a suggestion of a line, it's literally the line. If I move my face, it just stays with you. It creases a little bit because, you know, faces have creases, but it's like not this. What is this? Deja Brew on both sides and see how it lays. It'll probably lay fine because it's not on that horrible foundation. My normal side. This has a little bit of a sheen, and I'm generally not into like bronzers with a sheen. It gave me a pretty warmth, so I'm not mad at that. I'm gonna try it on this side where it's super tacky. I feel like it looks darker on this side. Hold on, let me put more on this side to see if I can even it out. No, it just blends so much better on this side. And with this blush now. These are so powdery. Like I barely put my my brush in it, and it's like kicking back. Like, yeah, I'm like trying to go back and forth between these two colors, and it's just the very light pressure of doing that is giving me some yeah, just everything looks so much heavier on this side because it gets stuck. It's like a primer. It's like sticky under there. Milk and Honey palette. Let's try this again. It's actually a lot softer than it was before. Probably because there's nothing sticky. That's actually really pretty. Okay. It just got stuck like right in the middle. Everything just looks so much more textured on this side. Nope, and those edges just aren't gonna blend. Okay, so this palette is nice. I like both of these actually. So the bronzer and the highlighter palette, those are, oh, it's quite a gray brown actually, now that I've noticed that. Was this for the brows? Brownie. Eyebrow! It's for the eyebrow. Well, that's my fault. I'm a dodo. Yeah, I like this actually a lot more than what's the Anastasia one? Dip Brow. It's just too freaking strong. But this one actually has a little bit of a sheerness. There's a mascara. This is the Icing mascara, which is adorable. So this is definitely a natural mascara. Dare I say, did literally nothing. Actually, on second thought, I don't mind this. I don't mind like a more natural looking lash. Thing is though, I don't feel like this is catching my lashes, so I have to really aggressively get in there to get my lashes in the comb, which, like, as one would imagine, will result in you like smudging. So mascara isn't bad. It's more about a thing of taste. If you want something that's as natural as this is pretty natural, slightly lengthening. I will need to wear it longer to know how it wears, but I don't mind it. The liner, I'm just gonna do a quick little wing because I already got mascara on the top of my lashes. My eyes are completely different shapes. I'll pop a lash on later and call it a day. 4, 6, 7 lip products. 2 of the metallic liquid lipstick, Hazelnut Swirl, and then the other is Royal Tea. Royal Tea, T-E-A. That was cute. I got 3 of the matte ones. Ginger Snap, That's really pretty. Caramel Mocha. It's like a cool brown pinky color. Cranberry Stiletto. And then I got 2 glosses. One is called Snickerdoodle, which is a basic mid-tone peachy brown color. Enchanted Jelly, which is like a clear with cool flecks in it. But I am not gonna swatch all of these on my mouth. Ginger Snap. It's not quite the color I thought it was, but it's not bad. I don't mind it. I'm gonna wipe this off before it dries down completely. And then let's try one of these metallics though. That, yes. This is drying, but I don't care. That's cute. Thing is with liquid lipsticks, I don't expect them to be comfortable. I'm pleasantly surprised if they are. I kind of want to keep it like this because this is sexy, but I'm gonna put the Snickerdoodle gloss on top just to say I tried it, and also it's probably a little bit more comfortable. It's a weird little bop. The more I look at it, I'm not mad. The gloss isn't sticky at all. I'm gonna test these out more, but so far the ones that I've put on my mouth seem fine. I don't even feel like taking my hairband off, and I don't feel like putting some lashes on. So let's just get to the nitty gritty because I'm tired. How should I start this off? Because I'm really just like all over the place right now. I think the reason why I'm so disappointed in this entire video is because I had a lot of hopes for Beauty Bakerie. Like, I was really excited, a lot of anticipation, a lot of waiting, and to know that if I can give it back, I'm going to try to give it back. As far as a lot of these products, who okayed the concealer or the foundation is my question. I don't understand how we got to this point. I don't understand how we got here. That is single-handedly the worst concealer and the worst foundation I've ever used in my life. Hands down, period. Not taking it back. Bad. And I'm sitting here trying to think like who this would be good for. I don't know if it's like something I did, and if there is something I did, let me know. I am okay with correction, sweetie. Like, I'm okay with correction. I'm okay with like trying it. No, I'm not okay with trying it again. To be honest with you, if it's too much beyond using a brush or a sponge, I'm not going to try it again, because I have other foundations that I don't have to go through leaps and bounds to use. Those are really bad, and I don't understand how they even got to that point that they're like in bottles. Is so cakey and textured and just does all the other products no justice. If I had not powdered, it would literally feel like sticky tape. I've never almost cried doing my makeup. I will never in good conscience recommend those products to anybody until they're reformulated. The powders, they're powders. To be honest with you, I don't see what the big deal is, but I'll keep trying them. Maybe it has something to do with longevity and wear. It looks a little dry. The eyeshadow palette is a hard pass for a lot of reasons, but partially because these colors just don't make sense together. And they're all kind of in the same mid to dark tone, so they just end up looking muddy. The Cotton Candy this is more of an issue with me, not an issue with the palette itself. It did what it said it was going to do, but when I think about it, if I had noticed that this was a blush lighter palette as opposed to a highlighter palette, I never would have gotten this. Oops, Ulysses, these are flaky. They're just flaky and fragile. I feel like if you like this, it's gonna break. Since we discovered that this is a brow product and not an eyeliner, that is my big oopsie, my big bad. This is actually not bad. I want to play with it with a different eyeliner brush because I actually don't like my eyebrow brushes that I have. I'm gonna look into a different one, but I like this more than Dip Brow. I feel like it's a lot more forgiving than Dip Brow, because Dip Brow, you go too hard, you will straight up look like a cartoon. You just look fictional. The liner, it was nice. It's a nice liner. I'm sure my wings are in different directions, but at this point, who cares? Half of my face is like a mess. And it doesn't seem to be feathering or bleeding yet. Again, this is a product that I might need to wear a little bit longer to know whether or not I love or hate, but I'm gonna keep it because I have a million eyeliners and I want another one, 1,000,001. Mascara is very much so one of those natural mascaras, Glossier type. I like the Glossier one better because I feel like the bristles, I've been sitting here for 4 hours, so I'm sorry, grabs onto my lashes better, so I feel like I can get everything in quickly. I just felt like I had to keep rubbing this so that my lashes would get into the little grooves between the bristles. Of the palettes, these are the only two that I would say are worth getting, to be honest with you. The Milk and Honey palette, which is our highlighting palette. Beautiful, really good quality, really smooth, really blendable. Really flattering colors for a lot of skin tones, I think. This, I feel like I'm gonna rock with a hot minute because I feel like I'm gonna use this as eyeshadows as well. This blush, I assume that's what it is like, that's kind of fire. Yes. Ooh, that's pretty. All right, so those are on. So if you want a long-lasting product, but if you're having like a special event and you don't feel like putting your makeup on over and over and over again, your lip products in particular, that sounds like a good idea to me. They were a little dry before I put the gloss on, but again, that's kind of what I expect for long wearing lipsticks, like super long wearing lipsticks. I don't expect comfort. I'm doing like high maintenance, you know, but that's me personally. So if that's not something that you can like sacrifice, then I wouldn't go for these, especially the ones that really dry down. Maybe try out the glosses. The glosses aren't particularly sticky. Oh shoot. Oh no, I thought that was the gloss. That was unintentional, but anyway, we got here. If you like this video, don't forget to like this video. Follow me on my social media, Instagram and Twitter, both of which are KennieJD. Subscribe for more shenanigans, and I'll see you guys next time.